hip hop is a lot of things. Hip hop is a form of expressing yourself. You know, it's not just music. It's telling your story, talking about what you are, who you are, where you're from, maybe, what you're about, people around you, what makes you great, what makes you who you are. Something along those lines. It's about freedom. It's a lot to do with freedom. You know, it's about doing whatever you want and not caring what other people have to say about it, because it should be you in its purest form.
Since the 1970s, hip-hop has developed as a cultural and artistic phenomenon affecting youth culture throughout America. For many people, hip-hop reflects the social, economic, political, and cultural realities and conditions of their lives, speaking to them in a language and manner they understand. According to hip-hop experts, hip-hop culture consists of at least 4 fundamental elements: DJing, breakdancing, graffiti art, and rapping, or MC. I think that hip-hop has been an important part of African American communication since its inception. Some people have even described it as the chronicle of the struggle. I don't know if I completely agree with that, but hip-hop has always been one of the ways that Black people have been able to express things that are specific to or prominent in Black communities. From Grandmaster Flash's The Message to more modern tracks like No Role Models by J. Cole, hip-hop has existed as an outlet for African Americans to communicate about our situation.
What separates hip-hop from other musical genres, again, just the fact that it doesn't care. You know, it's not, it wasn't made to fit a specific description of what something should be, what a music genre should be. It was always meant to be about the freedom, the expressing yourself. You know, they weren't the founders of it weren't even sure if they would even be able to sell records of it in the beginning. They just wanted to do it because it was fun. It was something that they did. It was an outlet to show different, the different sides of what you are, what you could be, what you were about.
By the late 1980s, what had begun literally in the streets of Black communities was now becoming part of the mainstream media. By '88, sales of hip-hop music reached $100 million. In '89, Billboard added a chart for rap music. Despite its roots in what most would consider disenfranchised Black communities, hip-hop and rap music has spread throughout America and internationally.
Run DMC's latest album, entitled Raising Hell, has sold more than 1 million copies in just 13 weeks, a first for a rap record.
As hip-hop has grown in popularity since the 1980s and been incorporated more and more into the mainstream that it has traditionally existed outside of and spoken against, I think it has in many ways fractured into a more commercial side that is aimed at mainstream audiences, and a side that still functions to provide the voice for the communities that it was born in. Obviously there's some overlap, and artists, even individual tracks, can do both of those things, but my point is that many people think they're listening to hip-hop or real rap, but they're not really paying attention to what real hip-hop means and what it's really trying to say. However, hip-hop and rap music have not been received completely positively. As themes of drug abuse, violence, misogyny, homophobia, and many other issues are at the heart of rap lyrics, many people condemn the music.
Danielle? Some of it's okay, I'm not too sure. I find some of it a bit dull. I like all the mainstream people, a few Dr. Dre tunes, Eminem.
Yeah.
What about the whole attitude, the sort of being obnoxious and
Gangsta.
sexist, gangsta? Yeah. what do you think to that?
It's not really the one, is it? I mean, you don't really want it. It's just too much attitude in your face. I mean, I used to be into, like, many moons ago, I was into, like, NWA and I mean,
Yeah.
Public Enemy, obviously, are still sort of, I still like them, they're
Yeah.
quality, but they're putting across a sort of attitude, but they're not giving, like, stupid signals to kids.
Yeah, where can it go? Where can the music develop?
It doesn't really do it for me either if it's all about the gangsters.
We all look so fed up with it. We're all like that.
Do you think it's right to glorify violence and sex in these videos?
Yeah, I mean, they seem to make it out like, yeah, it's great fun to run around with loads of guns if you've got
Totally
beautiful
guns
women
around,
on
yeah.
this list.
But do you think it's also because we, you know, us five aren't really from that sort of background? Those sort of kids
Yeah, I
have
mean,
lived
about-
in the Bronx and
Yeah.
lived
Does it
in,
work?
you know,
Does it
hell's
work
It doesn't
basement.
work over here as much because people don't fall for that sort of thing. Whereas in America, I suppose it's more
What
of a way of
about
life.
Yeah.
Here's an intelligent one for you, so please don't switch over. What about the glorification of sort of thug people like Mike Tyson and characters like that they portray over in the gangster videos?
I don't really get.
Scott, yeah,
I
that's
don't,
good
I don't
boy.
really get the thing about
They're the
because
heroes.
we're not from there or whatever. I mean, you don't. It's just not something you want to dwell on. I mean, I don't want to sit around and write music about Northern Ireland and all that sort of. You know, you just don't. You know, why
just
why
don't
stick in the
praise
negative
it,
things?
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Stick with the positive things and forget about all that.
So why do you think that they go for that?
It's just on their mind, I suppose, whatever comes out when you're writing it.
It's also their life experiences. I think they want to express themselves. I mean, that's what some kids are about, you know?
I just think it's just a strange angle to go on.
Yeah,
What
anyway.
about all the tit and bum and using all the
All
the
these sexy
chicks?
girls.
It's just the pimping thing, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
They're all pimps. Basically,
Not to generalise.
They've sort of keep the glamour thing going as well, haven't they, really? It's quite important.
At the end of the day, music and people like it, so you can't really fault, I suppose, in that front.
Just a party song. It was talking about what was going on. It was talking about urban decay. It was talking about drugs, crime, prison, all of these things that were hitting these communities really hard.
Real hip hop is just being honest. You know, it's not about what you're talking about. It's how you say it. You know, it's because you know you can talk about whatever you want because that's what the freedom comes in. But if you're lying about it, if you're not really about it, we're gonna hear it because it's your voice. Your voice is like one of the main instruments used in the genre, and you know if you're lying, we're gonna know. You know.
What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to set an example for the little kids, you know what I'm saying? Got to teach the babies, you know what I'm saying? Try to lead them in the right path.
You talk about black all the time to a multiracial audience. Shouldn't you maybe be thinking about who are the people I've got out here? Haven't you got a responsibility to them rather than what you
I have
personally
a
want to?
responsibility to my people and my culture because my people and my culture have been brutalized and ignored for years.
A lot of people look at rap and then hip hop without understanding what it really is, and they'll see like this world of vice and immorality. I've seen people on the internet use hip hop culture as like a so-called proof that black communities are mired in crime, and even that black people themselves are morally and economically beyond redemption or something like that. And while it is true that many artists speak about drugs and violence and crime, misogyny, other themes that are, you know, negative, these are things that actually plague black communities to a certain degree. And it's not like these things are brought about because of hip hop. Rather, that hip hop is how the black communities are able to talk about that. Simply communicating the real life circumstances of many of these people. And like rap music is often criticized for glorifying these vices. And I can see why people would think that way, but it's not that simple. And honestly, when it comes down to what gets on the airwaves, what's played often in the clubs and everything, who gets major label contracts, that kind of thing, the choice is not made by the artists themselves. It's made by, you know, corporate bigwigs mostly. It's not people from those communities. Basically, there's an idea that mainstream America has of rappers and black communities and black people and the people in charge of curating what gets on the airwaves, like the people who decide what gets played over and over again, whether they know it or not. I think that they perpetuate this image that mainstream America already has. And that's why, at least to me, it seems that MCs who rap about drugs and sex and that kind of stuff seem to get a lot further in their careers a lot quicker than maybe other rappers with the same level of talent.
They don't think that the population is smart enough to handle rap music that is actually meaningful. They think you're too fucking stupid to actually listen to a song that has a purpose. They think all you want to hear is people talking about twerking and smoking and shit and drinking and partying all day. And unfortunately, the children in the past fucking 10, 15 years that have grown up on this so-called rap music, that's what they think rap is. They think rap is all about boasting and shit. Well, it kind of is about boasting, but rappers, real rappers, can take shit that nobody wants to be a part of, like being broke, and turn that shit into something cool for themselves. They're not telling you that's how you gotta live. They're just saying that's how their life is, and they're making the most out of it. It's like soul food. See, rap music is like soul food. You take the most fucked up shit that people give you, and you turn it into something cool. You understand what I'm saying? This is how black people have been treated. We've been given the scraps of everything. So we take that shit, listen to rap music, look at the music. It's pieces of every other genre of music combined into one sound for entertainment with rhymes that have purpose over those sounds. Okay? It's all rap